All right, guys, I got one out of the UK. A lot of y'all have been asking if anything happens overseas, so I started looking, and I found one overseas I thought was pretty interesting. There is a warning to the photographs that will be shown at the end of this video. They are very graphic, so if you do not do good with looking at graphic videos, I would suggest at the end of the video I'll put another warning. That way, if you don't want to see those, you will not have to see those. Um, a lot of people talk about keep your doors and windows locked at night, and this is a good example of it. And one of the reasons I chose this story to share with you guys, because to me, it gives reason that you'd want to do that. And we'll get into it a little bit, and we'll talk a little more about that. This happened January 25th, 2018. The moon was in its first quarter stage. The man in his 80s, whose family has asked to remain anonymous, was asleep in his home when he was attacked in Thurnaby Lodge. I believe it's Leicester. I probably butchered that name. It's in the United Kingdom. He suffered deep gashes and heavy bruising to his arms, legs, and when he woke, he found that he had been mauled by a mystery beast. The unidentified animal had managed to sneak into his home through an open window in the dead of night. It reminds me of whenever I used to stay at my grandma's or my granny's, and it would try the windows, the doors, and things like that. And that's why I think she always knew it was important that you keep those locked, because if you didn't, it would come inside. And you can see what happened to this guy by leaving his window open. It was probably a hot night, which a lot of people do, but he left his window open, and whatever this was, it came through the window, and it done a lot of damage to him. You're going to be able to see that in the photos at the end. Again, another graphic warning. He was hurt pretty bad, and he was lucky and blessed to have been able to survive this attack. Authorities are now urging people to keep their windows shut at night until the creature is identified. I think, again, they know what it is. He says he was attacked in the early hours of Wednesday morning in his bungalow. Police are urging people, particularly the elderly, to keep their windows shut at night. However, Sergeant Rob Merrill of the Humberston area's beat team said they believe the attack was carried out by some kind of a cat. And you're going to see it's not a cat that done this. It's funny they blame it on that. But you'll see the bruising and stuff it had a lot larger bite force than what a little house cat's going to have. These things, you'll just have to see. Back in 2016, the police in Manchester issued a panther warning after the state sighting, urging people to lock their doors and windows. Now, it was interesting to me that they called it a panther sighting, because they say these things that they're calling panthers was reported by several people as a black creature that walked on two legs and would also drop down to walk on all fours. This was reported by several people, but law enforcement again named the creature a panther. They again received several and numerous sightings of this large, black, hairy creature walking on two legs bipedally through the streets, and again, the police department acknowledged this creature as a panther. They're not going to have it as anything else. Aldred said it's not good to know that there is something out there that can do this kind of damage, and it's also sneaky enough that it comes into your house in the dead of night when you're asleep. Ambush. That's why I'm saying to these people they should keep their windows shut. That's what the police are saying. Again, keep your windows locked and your doors. They know it will come inside. Never known of a panther opening a door it was unlocked. I think you would have to have an opposable thumb to be able to turn a doorknob. But the man also has cats, so it's possible that a feline, they said, entered his house. I guess cats can open doors now. People are worried and saying that what would have happened if it would have been a child? Well, it probably would have carried the child off like it does in a lot of these incidents, and you probably would have never found the child, or the child would have been found in a place they'd already searched. That seems to be what happens. There's no doubt it came through his window into his bedroom, and the law enforcement are still pushing the issue that you should keep your doors and windows locked. Not shut, locked, so he doesn't open the door and come in, this cat. I think whatever this was, it was planning on making a meal out of this gentleman, and he woke up and was able to at least get it off of him. He's lucky that he survived it. Lucky it didn't get an artery or his neck. Whatever this was, it could have been a juvenile practicing you know, he's elderly, probably easier target, and was just going to be a quick meal. But again, that just gives you good reason to why you want to keep your windows locked, keep your doors shut and locked. Uh, these cats might come up to your door and open them and come in and attack you. But I just think it's funny how they label things and how they do things with a lot of these. It just doesn't make sense. But you know, Granny, I guess, always knew because she always shut the doors, put a butcher knife through the wall facing, and knew to keep the doors locked. We all knew to keep the doors and windows locked, and we kept the windows covered and stuff because we knew. I went to the bathroom, like I'd said several times. You see the doorknob turn, and you all know it takes an opposable thumb to be able to turn something. So I just thought it was interesting, and I thought it was a good one for just educational purposes on why to keep your windows shut and your house secured, your doors locked. Hope you all enjoy this one. And until next time, keep your head on a swivel and try to stay warm out there for sure.